So I'm going to make this video about something that has come up a few times online. Basically, when a new author asks something like, how much money can I make publishing, or how much can I reasonably expect to make, most authors will caution against the enthusiasm. I see even in our group recently, there was one author who said, I just published my first book. I spent $1,000 publishing it and I didn't make any money. What happened? What went wrong? Most authors who have been doing this for a while will say something like, you shouldn't expect to be successful with your first book. For me personally, I recommend having like at least 5 books in 3 years before you can really figure out the marketing and whether you're making any money or anything. So when people say, I'm not making any money, what can I do about it? I generally say, you're new at this, you need more experience, you need more books, you need to test more things out. You can't expect to do great at something the first time that you do it and see big results. And I think that's pretty sound advice. However, it can also be really frustrating for new authors who are really excited and they really wanted their first book to be a huge success. And then all these other authors are telling them, well, did you do this? Did you do this? The example I'm using, the authors gave a lot of helpful feedback to the author who wasn't selling, like you need new covers, you need a new blurb, you need more book reviews, which is all pretty basic standard stuff. But it can feel kind of overwhelming when authors just want to make money or they just want to publish and be successful quickly and they don't want to put in all the work. They're generally going to get not so supportive feedback from authors because a lot of authors have been doing it for 5 years and they're not making any money, and they feel a little threatened by first-timers who expect to make big money really fast. On the flip side of that, there are people, like there was another comment in the group who said, this is all bullshit. You don't have to do all these crazy things. You don't have to build a big author platform. I just published my books with crappy covers and I made a bunch of money. That does happen. It is possible it will happen for you. It's not very common, and I don't think you should count on it. But if you feel threatened or overwhelmed by all the things that all the people are telling you to do, it's fine to just publish and do the best you can. It's really only after you've exhausted your options and you're still not selling and you're frustrated that you may be willing to consider changing some things or mixing some things up, figuring out what went wrong and fixing it. I think you totally can just be successful. I know that happens to a lot of authors. I have friends who just publish and they are successful making money right away, who don't do any of the marketing or the platform stuff that I do. But generally, you can't count that your books are going to be successful. You can't count on the fact that your books are going to take off despite ugly covers or no book reviews. That doesn't happen very often. It's possible if you have a great book, if you want to just focus on the art and not the readership and just say, I'm just going to keep publishing good books, and if they're going to take off, they'll take off without any work. That's the other people have suggested the set it and forget it model of marketing, which is just keep writing books, set it up, and just forget about it. If it's not selling, don't worry, just wait it out. That's generally bad advice. If it's not selling, there's a reason for it, and you can fix that problem by fixing up a new cover, getting better blurbs, getting more reviews. What's going to happen is if you take a book that's not selling because it's not very good or it doesn't satisfy a lot of readers, you can improve the packaging so that it sells really well. But if you sell it to readers who aren't satisfied with it, you'll get more negative reviews, and that'll kill sales later on down the road. But at least you found out that you wrote a book that doesn't have a huge market, or maybe you're targeting the wrong audience. So I think you should fix things until it's working. And after that, yes, you can keep writing more books, because writing more books is really important. It's much easier to make more money with more books. But the reasons you're not selling are probably basic platform things. So if you're just publishing something and it's your first book, you're probably going to screw almost everything up and you could be doing better. So before you start just writing more books, you should probably fix what you did wrong on the first book that you put out. Anyway, that's my advice for this. I'm not sure. I was kind of testing streaming live to see where this video would go. So I hope this video makes it to YouTube and it's helpful for some people. Thanks.